If you have Qantas points and you're trying to use them in order to unlock business class reward seats to Europe for Euro summer in 2026, then today's video is going to be a massive help for you in order to find those flights. To begin, I'm here with the most popular search, which is Sydney to London. For most people who are located on the east coast of Australia, more often than not, if they're new to points, they're just searching Sydney to London. And when you use the multi-city search tool on the Qantas website here, it's going to show you all of the reward seat availability in all of the cabin classes for that whole calendar month. You can see here for July through to August in 2026, when we search Sydney to London, we have no business class and no first class reward seats available anywhere over those 30 days. Now, if you are located on the east coast of Australia, the very first thing that I want to bring to your attention to help you increase your reward seat findings is by using less popular arriving and departing cities. Now, what I mean by that is let's start looking for the less populated cities that we can fly into. So lots of people want to go to London because lots of people live in London, and lots of people are leaving Sydney because a lot of people live in Sydney. So naturally they want the easiest, less friction way in order to get from Sydney to London. So cities with lower populations than Sydney and London will be Brisbane to Amsterdam for this example. If we search this exact same thing, so we want a flight in August and we want to go from Brisbane to Amsterdam, you can see just by changing our arriving and departing city, we have now got 2 business class reward seats available. Now this is good, but we can take it even further by increasing and going even more niche and even less popular routes. What I mean by that is let's search Adelaide to Frankfurt. Now what happens when we search these more niche routes is we get more business class reward seat availability. And this is just because less people are looking for this route, which means less people are booking these seats, which means more reward seats are becoming available. You can see here we went from Sydney through to London with no business class reward seats. We then broadened our search by going less popular routes. Brisbane to Amsterdam increased our reward seats a little bit, but for us to maximize our reward seat findings, we really niched down and went from Adelaide to Frankfurt. We now have plenty of business class reward seats for the month of July and August in 2026. Now, one thing I love about flights to Europe is there are so many different variables that we can tweak in order to increase our chances at finding these business class reward seats. We can get creative with the departing cities. We can search from Brisbane, Melbourne, Adelaide, Sydney, Perth. We could even include Cairns on some occasions, and we can fly to so many destinations within Europe as well. Frankfurt, Amsterdam, Paris, London, Barcelona, Prague, so many different destinations you can tweak and find more reward seats that you didn't know existed if you were just searching Sydney to London. Now the only problem with this is searching all of those different variables. If you're just doing it on the Qantas website, it's going to take you hours and days and days and days of searching. If you want to speed that whole process up, go to a site called Gyoza Flights. When you're a Gyoza Flight member, you can actually do this whole search. You can search all of the Australian major airports and all of the Europe major airports in a matter of seconds, and you can find out exactly which business class reward seats are available. If you do want to sign up, check out my promo codes in the video description. You're going to get 50% off the annual membership, which is amazing. And you're going to get 25% off the monthly membership when you use my codes. Now the great thing about Gyoza Flights is they also cover velocity points as well. You can also filter through and select how many passengers you need and get very specific with the dates of travel that you need to fly. They don't only cover Europe, but they do all different destinations all around the world. Asia, Pacific Islands, America, South America. Go on there. This is an amazing tool that I use every single day. Now, one thing to bring up is that even though it's an amazing tool, it does require you to spend time and effort manually searching through this stuff. If your time is precious, you don't want to muck around and you just want to be alerted of the very best business class and first class reward seats available to book using your Qantas and your velocity points, then check out my Patreon group. Link to that is in the video description. In there, you'll get direct access to me for any help that you need. I've been doing this now for 10 years. I know all the ins and outs, and I share all my findings with my Patreon members. Sometimes I find these rare business class reward seats to Europe, to USA, to Japan, my Patreon members are the very first people to find them, so they can book them before the most people even know that they're out there. I hope today's video was helpful for you. Get creative with the routes. Use Gyoza Flights to speed up that search. And if you just want it all done for you, check out my Patreon group. That is all for today's video. I'll see you in the next one.